I-V-M.
Hello one, hello all. Welcome to the Diary of the Traveling Professor. And I'm Siddharth Deshmukh, your friendly neighborhood traveling professor himself. This diary entry of mine is a personal experiment that I ran across the length and breadth of this year. At the beginning of this year, I decided to do a complete reboot on myself, a reboot of my mind and a reboot of my body, so that on this day, which is the 27th of August, I'd feel better about both and see where I go with it. So this happened obviously before COVID had struck its havoc and made me question my sanity about whether I was doing the right thing. But this is what I did, and I wanted to share both the effort and the results of what I did. So what I decided was to actually work out in a serious way using my brother, who's a very accomplished personal trainer. So I really lucked out there, very regularly. I decided to give up all bad habits and specifically alcohol, which was something that I consumed every day. But I decided, all right, I'm going to give it a break for a long period of time. Let's see how it goes. And I decided to meditate. And I decided to meditate inclusive of the Wim Hof method, which I've talked about earlier in one of my earlier podcasts. So I decided to do all of this in around Makar Sankrant. So when I came back from the UK, back to India. And I started it with all earnest. And I was very excited and continued with it, right? One of the reasons why I'd done this was because health-wise, I had a horrible kidney stone, and it wasn't a particularly happy past few years that I was actually suffering from. And also, from a mental perspective, I just needed a refresh, something that allows me to take my work to the next level. So those were the intentions. Now, the moment COVID struck, I was already in my stride. So thankfully, I had gotten over any kind of feeling about, doing the alcohol thing or not working out and stuff like that. But when COVID did strike, I was like, okay, bring it on. It's all right so far. So I kind of took it in my stride, which happily worked out. Now, I kept doing this, and there are a few things that I realized along this journey. The first thing I realized was that I did spend a lot of my time thinking about, having a drink or, goofing off or just lazing about, eating food and the rest of it. And now I didn't. It was a huge, big gap of big space, really, wherein there was no thinking about the usual thinking patterns. And I was kind of lost a little to begin with, but figured that I could utilize that time to perhaps do some work or connect with my family, who I was missing terribly because they were in the UK. I'm in the UK now, so I'm all happy right now. But so that was one. The second thing is I also started waking up as if, I'm not groaning and struggling and the rest of it. But I woke up with a fresh heart and a fresh body, in spite of all the work that I was putting in, both at a professional level as well as the workout level. So it was good. I started looking at my workouts as medicine, and I started looking out for the meditation as changing my neural networks. So I started having a little bit of fun with it. And what I realized was, and I know that this must be sounding like me being a complete nerd, but I was rebooting. Now, whether it was helping my work or not at that point in time, I was kind of uncertain. But now, looking back on August 27th, I did realize that it was very useful because my energy was being managed throughout the day. There were no highs or lows. I was not feeling tired or anything of that sort. And my focus was very, very good and very effective. The amount of creation that I could do with my classes, my consultancy, and all the social media work that I do, including this podcast, was a lot. And I could take it in my stride. I could also manage my emotions well, I think. because obviously staying away from family and in a lockdown meant that, you could have upswings and downswings and the rest of it, but it wasn't the case with me. I think it was very useful, this working out and meditation and the rest of it. I also got deep into it. I understood how you can actually manipulate the feel-good chemicals in your body because of a routine like this. And over a period of time, you know what? I forgot about it. I forgot about the fact that I am on this extreme reboot, and I took it as a new life. And that was exactly what the reboot was meant to be. Now, I do have an occasional drink, and I do occasionally goof off. I think after 6 to 7 months of doing this, I kind of deserve it. But I don't feel like drinking every day. I don't feel like not working out for a sustained period of time, because I've seen the benefits. And not just that, what I also feel is it's as if, I can never really figure out whether this has helped me or not, because I don't know how I would have been if I hadn't done all of this nonsense, right? But I do know how I feel today, and how I feel today is definitely way more sorted. I think that's the word that comes to mind, sorted. So anybody who is going to be on an extreme reboot like I did, I mean, I gave up on a lot of things that were part and parcel of my life. But want to do this, I think you will need a lot of serious help from yourself. I think you need to create an ecosystem of sorts that makes you not, get triggered to do the usual things. And the best example that I can give you is that it does get over and it does get simpler. Okay. Because I was at a party recently and everyone was drinking and, smoking and having a good old time. And I was having probably a similar amount of enjoyment and not particularly worried about whether I was smoking or drinking or anything of that sort. I was just chilling. And that's when I realized, oh, wow, this life can rock. Now, I know I don't have no idea how long this will last, but it's been a wonderful experiment and a great way to welcome my new year. So just wanted to share this with you. And I'm not usually this serious. The fun side of me is on Instagram. The serious side of me is on LinkedIn, of course, but that's more like a work serious thing. And I suppose you can also connecting me with industry experts on Tell Me About It, which is my YouTube channel. Do download the IVM Podcast app if you haven't done so already, or just go to ivmpodcast.com to just listen to other podcasts like mine and different ones too. Stay safe, everybody. Until next time.
I hope you enjoyed that show. So another really fun week on the network. I don't know if you saw this, but Varun Thakur was on Advertising is Dead. That was a really, really fun episode. Besides that, we've had some great guests all over the place. We had Ram Madhvani on Cyrus Says. We had Saurav Mukherjee, a legend in the finance space. He was on Paisa Vaisa. He and Anupam co-written a book, so definitely do check out that episode and go buy their book too. I mean, that would be another great thing to do. Uncle Please Sit had a really, really cool episode with hosts of our other show, Mr. and Mrs. Binge Watch, Anirudh and Janice. They were talking about celebrity culture and how that's progressed for the last few years. And yeah, it's just been a really, really great week. One episode I do want to shout out. A couple of weeks ago, Pulyabazi did an episode which was just amazing. They were talking about the letters between Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore. Do check those out. Those were really good. And with that, hope to see you again next week.
Namaskar, dear Bandhu. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi. These are truly challenging times, and in these times, we need hope. Do take time to listen to my podcast, Begin the Journey. Available on IVM Podcasts, website, app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, there is hope because there's one life and we are alive.